जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय
कुंज
बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावन चारि यमुनतीरावनचारि जय राम माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा सुभद्रा माई जय सुदर्शना जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय अनंत प्रह्लाद सिंह जय अनंत पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा गौरानिता जय पंचतत्वा जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद. Welcome all of you once again.
Mataji, Dandot Pranam.
Pranam. Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Kavan Shishadi presents Geeta Gyan Japa workshop. Okay, so today we are going to see the day 1. Okay. Yes. Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra, Jai Sudarshan, God Rita ki Jai, Vamadev Bhagwan ki Jai, Parashuram Bhagwan ki Jai, Panchatattva Bhagwan ki Jai, Giri Govardhan ki Jai. Prayer. So I request all of you to connect yourself and recite the prayers. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Premamayi Pooja DD Mate Vedanta
Swami
Namine
Namaste
Namaste
Swati Devi
Devi Puravani
Gauravani
Prachari
Pracharine Nirvishesha
Nirvishesha
Shunyavadi
Deshata
Paschatya Deshatayane
Jai
Jai Shri
Shri
Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu
Prabhu
Nityananda
Nityananda Shri
Shri
Advaita
Advaita
Gadadhara
Gadadhara
Shri Vasadi Gaura
Srivasadi
Bhakta
Gaura
Vrinda
Bhakta Vrinda
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
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 Hare
Rama Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
It was Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Yes, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So let's begin. So we are starting from the point when Mahabharata war is just finished and King Yudhishthira has been elected as the king. He is ruling the entire planet, no Earth planet. Okay, so Yudhishthira Maharaj, during the reign of Yudhishthira Maharaj, the country, the land used to be so prosperous that, people used to be so happy, so contented, no health issues, no children dying in front of the parents, no untimely death. Okay, no, nothing like famine or, ativrish, anavrish, we say, right? Nothing of that sort. No scarcity of anything. Everything was so surplus, so much because the king is ruling so well. The king is a follower of dharma, right? So such great king was Yudhishthira Maharaj, right? And Krishna was very happy with his selection, right? That Yudhishthira won the battle, Pandavas won the battle. And now that there were many, it came to one point. There was one point when there was one particular day that we are going to discuss now, where people came up with very peculiar kind of problems, So what happened? Few people came that one particular day to Bhima. Bhima was a person who was just taking care of, solving all people's problems. He was trying to help all the people out. And one particular day, very, very, very peculiar kind of problems were, taken by some people. So they approached Bhima. First person came to Bhima and started complaining this. Started asking that, sir, Bhima saying, I have my field. I have a field where I go grow my crops. And I have built a fence, surrounding my field in order to protect my crops. But what is happening is that my fence itself is eating all my crops. What do I do now? I don't have any solution to this. So I came to you, to seek for advice, to seek for solution. Now, Bhima is surprised. What is this? What kind of question is this? I am very good at, showing my power, showing my strength. I can defeat so many people. I have so much of power, capability. But what kind of question is this? You are saying that you have constructed a fence around, surrounding your crops, your field, and you're saying that fence itself is eating all your crops. Oh, very strange. I don't know what is the solution to your question. Do one thing. Inside, my elder brother Yudhishthira Maharaj is there. King Yudhishthira Maharaj, you can just go and seek advice from him. He is going to solve your problem, he says. So this person goes inside, the first person. Okay, now Bhimasena is just thinking, what kind of question was that? Another person came, and he came with a second question. Start saying that I have got a big full, the jug is filled with water. And if at all I keep 4 glasses and I fill the jug water into all the 4 glasses, it's all getting full. And the same 4 glasses of water, if I put it back to my jug, it's not filling completely. What? How can it be possible? Are you sure that you're doing this properly? Yes, I'm doing it correctly. There is no leakage. The jug is completely all right. The glasses, there is no holes in the glass as well. Nowhere the water is spilled over, nothing. But then how is it possible? Then Bhima is like thinking, what is this? The jug water, after pouring into the glasses, the same glasses are poured back to the jug, it has to fill. Correct? What is this very strange question? Then Bhimasena again says that, to do one thing, I don't know the solution to this question as well. Please kindly go inside. My brother Yudhishthira Maharaj, he can help you out. Okay, the first question was the fence eating the crops. Fence is supposed to protect the crops, but itself is eating the crops. The second is the glasses are not filling the jug. Right? Oh, very strange. Now the third person came up with something very, very strange. He says, I tried to pass an elephant through a needle, and the elephant's body passed, but the tail got stuck. What? The whole body of an elephant has passed through the needle, the eye of the needle, but the tail got stuck. How is it possible? If the body has passed through the needle, then tail also supposed to cross, because tail is so small, ideally. But how is it possible that the tail has got stuck? Now, what do I do? A person is asking, the third person. Now, Bhimsena is now completely in like, what kind of questions are coming? What is this? Is this some kind of how is this possible? I'm not able to solve the question. I don't know what is the solution to this as well. Okay, do one thing. You kindly go inside. There are other two people, just like you, have come with very peculiar questions. I don't know the solution to that. Definitely Yudhishthira Maharaj is going to solve all your questions. So this person also goes, okay, let me at least get some solution. So he'll go inside the king, near the king. And another person, fourth person came. He's telling that, they're trying to build a road. Okay, and while they're trying to build a road, there's some big mountain, which is obstructing the construction. And they're bringing all kind of, elephants, bulldozers, everything. They tried to break the mountain. But they were not at all able to do it. They failed in breaking the mountain. Then there was one very lean and slim person, who came and just tied a rope around that mountain and just tried to pull, that's all. And the mountain, it just started shaking and breaking down into pieces, many pieces. And again, this person is surprised that big mountain, we tried with all our effort, we brought so much of bulldozer, everything. We put all our strength. How is it possible that a normal person is trying to pull a big mountain with the help of a rope? Can a rope pull a big mountain? Is it possible? Even if we see in the photo, it seems to be like impossible, right? And this has happened. And Bhimasena is like, oh my God, what is all happening? What happened now? Suddenly, all different kinds of problems, which we have never seen during the reign of Yudhishthira Maharaj. There are no problems as such at all. And today, so different, unique kind of problems. What do I do now? Bhimsena is thinking. And again, he says that the other three people are there. They've still not come out. I think Yudhishthira Maharaj is solving their answers. So you now please go in. Okay, the fourth person also goes in. And then what happens is that Bhimasena waits for some time. No, none of them are coming out. So Bhimasena thinks that, okay, let me only go inside and see what happened to the four. Why are they not coming out? And then he goes and sees, okay, what happened? Yudhishthira Maharaj, I had sent 4 people to you with 4 different problems. Did they all meet you? Did they all come with this kinds of problems, 4 different kind of problems? And Yudhishthira Maharaj said, I just woke up from my sleep. Who are they? Whom are you talking about? Then Bhimasena said, I had sent 4 people who had come with very strange questions. The first question was that the fence itself was eating the crops, it seems. Okay. What was the second one? He said that, what was the second one? The glasses are not filling the jug. And the third, what was the third question? He says that the elephant body is getting passed through a needle, eye of a needle, but the tail is getting struck. Okay. And what was the fourth one? He said that seems somebody tried to pull the mountain with help of a rope, that's all. Not even a bulldozer or an elephant or any kind of strength was able to move the mountain, but just a rope was able to just break the mountain into pieces. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj said, okay, now I understand. These 4 problems indicate the beginning of Kali Yuga. Right? These 4 problems is indicating that something has started now. What has started? The Kali Yuga has started. Right? Can anybody think of what could be fence eating the crops? What can we, what do we deduce from this? That fence eating the crops?
Our mind is for the enemies.
Okay. Good try, Mataji. Thank you. Anybody else?
Our own friends or relatives are our enemies.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Yes, almost there. Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
There is no safety anywhere.
See, there is no safety.
Yes, there is no safety anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
The,
there's
the
safety now.
thing which has to protect itself is, so obviously nobody can save anyone.
Okay, nobody can save anybody. Nice, nice, Mataji. Very nice. Very good. Yeah. Okay. So, yes, the first question Yudhishthira Maharaj is going to say that the government, the government which is supposed to protect the citizens, right? Government is supposed to, protect take care of the people, the subjects, their wealth, their property, everything. But in turn, what is government doing? Government is taking away the money of the people, right? Whatever hard-earned money people are earning, actually government is trying to take in so many ways, isn't it? Every time before the time we get salary in our hands, it is already taken away. Some part is taken away. Again, so many places we can see that the money is going in the name of government, right? The people who are supposed to protect, right? The government is supposed to protect the people, they themselves are looting the money, right? That is fence eating the crops. Fence should protect the crops. In turn, fence is taking away the crops. Government should protect the people. In turn, government is charging so much of expenditure on the people for everything, right? For any construction, anything for that matter, they take so much of money, isn't it? Here, second question. Yudhishthira Maharaj is going to answer now. What do you all think? Why is that, the jug is filling the glasses, but the glasses in turn is not filling the jug? Anybody? Yeah, this is like this, that parents, if they have 4 children, yeah, usually, yeah. Okay, Mataji, thank you. Your parents, while they have children, when they're very young, they take care of them nicely, right? They give equal love to everybody. Correct? When the parents are having children, right? Children are so nicely loved by the parents, very equally. Everything is taken care by the parents. Food, education, everything, right? But the same way, do the children take care of the parents when they grow old? Especially in Kali Yuga. Is it happening? Very rare. Very rare, right? Very one in some 10,000 or so. Where children are in turn taking care of parents so well. Right? Everywhere the Kali effect is there. Right? That is the reason so many old age homes, orphanages, right, have started. Otherwise, what is the need actually? What is the need of an old age home? Is there any need? What does it mean by old age home? A home for old people, right? Home is where children are there, right? Their own children are there. That is where they are supposed to stay. But in turn, they are sent out. Right? It means that while the jug is filling the glasses, it is very good. When the parents are taking care of the children is being loved very nicely, taken care very nicely. When their turn comes, it's not that equal. It's just filling the half jug. It's only half they are able to satisfy. Half they are able to do something little bit. Right? Yeah. Now this one, the whole body is getting passed through the needle, right? The whole body of an elephant. But what happened? The tail is getting struck. Anybody wants to take a guess? What could be the reason? Anybody? Yeah, the body of an elephant indicates big scams that happen, right? So much of jol, so much of, scams happen. Many people get escaped out of that. But small little, some kind of a petty thief, he'll get caught. Right? And the government will make a huge scene that we have caught this person. We have, taken care of this one so well. Like that, they just bombard and should make a big advertisement. Big scandals, the main thieves will be escaped. Nobody even get to know about it. Small little tiny petty thieves, they'll be caught for small things. And that's the indication that the whole body is getting passed, but the tail is struck. Right? So like that is how it is going on now in the present society. Okay, now for this, Yudhishthira Maharaj says, no, these were the problems. These were the problems that are happening in Kali Yuga. These are the symptoms of Kali Yuga, that people are not able to, fight back. The government itself is taking away the money. Here, the parents are not less taken care by children when their turn comes. And here, many big scandals happen. They all get escaped. But small little thieves get caught. Right? Like this, a society is like this. The justice is now. What about here? The big mountain is shaken by a small thread, just a rope. What do you all say? What is it here? How is it possible that a big mountain is moved by a rope? Is it actually possible? Seems to be impossible, right? Seems to be impossible. But actually it is moving. Actually it moved. One of the person came and said, I tried all my strength, but it did not move. For this, Yudhishthira Maharaj is going to say, yes, that a mountain of, mountain size of sinful activities can be destroyed just by, taking the holy names of the Lord. The holy names of the Lord are so powerful that just by taking the names, uttering the names, that big mountain equivalent size of our sins will be destroyed that moment. So much of power is there in the holy name of the Lord, is what Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying. Right? It's unable to believe, right? That many people might be thinking that, oh my God, what do I do? How do I substantiate? How do I correct it? What all means I should follow now? What is the way to, they say, right, Paschatapa? What do I do for that? But here it's clearly told that just with the help of the names, holy names of the Lord, we can overcome that also. So simple. Right? Here, Yudhishthira Maharaj is solving all the 4 problems which we just now discussed. And here, that a very good quality of Kali Yuga is there, but at the same time, there's so many problems of Kali Yuga as well. Right? In Kali Yuga, they say people are very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Their bhagya is very less, they say. Many people say, right, I'm not so fortunate. I'm not very lucky. Right? They say, many people say, right? Many of us say this. Yeah, many are born with so many health disorders, or, very poor family, or not having parents, or ill health, or sometimes we even hear, right, hole in the heart, etc. Right? So all this, abhagya, manda sumanda matayoho manda bhagyahi upadritaha, Srimad Bhagavatam says. Also less, even the lifespan is very less. In Kali Yuga, it is told that people are going to say for 100 years. That's the full capacity of a person, full capacity. But is everybody staying alive for 100 years? Very less, right? People who stay near 90, 93, very rare people. Correct? Hardly people are staying till 60, 70, maximum 80 sometimes. So many diseases, right? Memory is so short. Memory, we don't even remember our mobile numbers, our friends' numbers. We have to store for everything. Earlier, whatever knowledge the acharyas used to give the disciples is to just remember. Shruti, just by listening, they used to remember. There were no books and all, writing and all. But now so many books we have. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, so many books we read, still we forget. There's nothing called that we can remember anything. Right? Our memory has become so weak. So here, this wonderful verse of Srimad Bhagavatam says, Kalir dosha nidhe rajan astihi eko mahan gunaha kirtana deva krishnasya mukta sangha param vrajet. Anybody wants to read the translation?
May I, Mataji?
Please, Mataji.
My dear king, although Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults, there is still one good quality about the age. Simply by chanting the name of Lord Sri Krishna, one can become free from material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Very important verse. Though Kali Yuga is in, full of fault, ocean of fault. Why not? See, even if at all we have to wear a silk sari, we don't get the pure silk, right? It will be always mixed with some cotton or nylon or something. Even milk, ghee. Do we find any pure, are we having any pure milk nowadays? Pure ghee? Vegetables which are not having pesticides? Any organic? We say organic. We spend so much, we spend double or triple amount in order to buy organic food. We don't know how they're really grown. Once upon a time, it was available for everybody. Now, how many people can afford organic food, right? Or organic groceries? Very few class of people. What about others? Rest all, they're just taking whatever is available, right? We don't even get, there are no sufficient cows, right? All the cows, all animals are taken for slaughterhouses. Once they stop giving milk or the milk is sold for somebody, right? Such an age we are living in actually. Just imagine now we don't have anything. What about the future generation? Next generation. Now Delhi is called the number one for pollution, right? They can't even get a good air, fresh air. There's no fresh air at all. This is the ocean of faults. Kali Yuga is ocean of fault. But still, there is one good quality about this age is what Shukadev Goswami is saying to Maharaj Parikshit. And he's saying, simply by chanting the name of Lord Shri Krishna. Which name? It's clearly told. Chanting the name of Lord Shri Krishna. What happens? One can become free from material bondage. What is material bondage? Anybody wants to answer? What is material bondage?
Birth and death.
The life cycle of birth and death.
Birth and death. Why are we taking cycle of birth and death? Why are we into the cycle? Why are we
Because
taking?
of our karma.
Because of our karma. Yeah.
We have desires, continuous desires.
Yeah. We have continuous desires, material desires, right? We want to enjoy. We want to see that. We want to experience this. We didn't go there. I did not become this. I didn't become a great mathematician. I didn't become a great scientist or doctor or whatever. Whatever desires we have, unfulfilled desires, we want to fulfill it. And that's why we are continuously taking birth, right? And that itself is a material bondage. We are bonded. We don't have freedom here. We are not free. We say that we are a free country. Where is the freedom? We are bonded. We are just acting as per our karma. We are just acting as per the three modes of material nature. Where are we actually free? We are not at all free. Though we are so much advanced, though we say everybody are equal, any kind of profession can be taken by anybody, still we are bonded, right? Whichever job you might be doing. Everybody have to go through they have to suffer for their karma. They have to suffer for their sins, right? So if at all one has to want to become free of this bondage, what should one do? Simply take the, names of Lord Sri Krishna. And what happens? They'll become free from bondage. At the same time, they'll be promoted to the transcendental kingdom, which is the spiritual world, right? Just like how we have this material world, many people might say, okay, we cannot see the spiritual world. I don't know whether it exists or not exists. How can we believe it? The Shastras say that, scriptures say that there is a spiritual world, which is free from all this anxiety that we are going through here, which is a perfect world where perfect people reside. Simple, right? Just like a prison house is there, where people who have committed some offense will be living there. Not the entire city won't be living in the prison house, right? There are people who are free also, who are sitting in the city, who are living in the city also. Correct? But if at all a person thinks, okay, in the jail, it's very nice, timely, I'm getting food, water, shelter, no expenditure. I'm very happy here, relaxed. No nice activities. Sometimes there's one room also where they have kept a TV. I can go and watch there, come back, do some time pass. Like this, I can be here only. Is this the right way of thinking? And I'm happy in the prison house?
No, Mataji.
No, no one is happy in the prison.
Yeah, no one is happy in the prison, right? That is why there will not be a very good quality of living. The food won't be like how it is prepared in house. Right? The treatment will not be very good. Nobody will respect there. Right? Everybody will be scolding or trying to reform them, right? There'll be punishments so that the person try to reform. Same way, person should try to go out of the prison. Only then he is free. And once he is reformed, once he starts doing, showing a good behavior, does anybody wants to keep him in the prison? Is there any benefit of keeping a good person in the prison? No, right? No, it's a waste of place and waste of time also for the police department. Correct? So they will be let free. Right? So once we become very good, once our desires gets purified, then what is the need to stay in the material world, which is compared to a prison house? Right? Makes sense, right? So here, Vedavyas, Vedavyas is the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is not an ordinary person. The very, very powerful Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, who has written all the scriptures, all the Shastras, all the Upanishads, Puranas, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavat Purana, everything is written by Vedavyas. And he was, so many sages came to meet him. And at that time, Vyasdev was saying, Jai Kali Yuga, Jai Kali Yuga. And everybody were wondering, what is this? Kali Yuga is so, nobody wants to, because it's a degraded age. Nobody wants to take birth in Kali Yuga. Means very good people. They say, why there? Anybody wants to join a degraded college? A college where there is no good staff, no good teaching, no campus, no future for the children. Do we really put our children into that particular school or college? No, we say it's a degraded school. We don't want to go there. Right? Same way, this Kali Yuga is also compared to like that. No prospects, nothing in Kali Yuga. But still, Vedavyas is glorifying. Jai Kali Yuga is saying. Jai. Because there is an option of Nama Sankirtana. There is Kirtana Deva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Vrajet. There is a chance. There is a hope. Right? That is Vedavyas is telling. That is what we saw in this verse. So now, this is Govardhana hill. It's a Govardhan mountain. Right? Govardhana was cursed. Okay, there's a story. But if it's a non-normal mountain. But why did Govardhan mountain became very famous? Anybody wants to say? You all must have heard of
Because
Govardhan.
Lord Krishna lifted it in his little finger to protect the ghosts.
Vrindavan Vasis, right? Yeah, so Govardhan was touched by the lotus hand of the Supreme Lord. It came in association with the Supreme Lord. That is why it is so glorious. Otherwise, it's just a normal mountain. Right? Same way, even here we can see anybody who knows which flowers are these? Orange stalk, white flowers.
Parijata.
Parijata.
Yes, Parijata flowers. Very, very beautiful and very, very dear to Lord. But if at all these flowers which grow in the plant, if at all it falls down on the ground, is it of any use once it falls down?
But Mataji, this particular flower only from the ground we have to pick, it seems. You should not pluck from the plant, they say.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, in the early morning it falls down automatically.
Okay.
They usually put a paper or something and then collect it from the ground. It's not supposed to be plucked from the plant.
I've seen all the flowers falling all the time. It's not there in the plants at all. So I was also wondering if it's really like that. So thank you all. So it's falling down, and then once it is offered, it becomes what? The glory is increased, right, of the flower.
Yes, it is.
then it becomes a prasad.
Beautiful. Actually, it is a beautiful garland. If you make it, it's very beautiful. The color combination, it's so beautiful on Lord Krishna.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji.
And
So-
it comes, it blooms only during that period, during that Shravan Mas and all that,
Mm.
especially for Lord Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. So you are very, very cute to Krishna. Yes,
It
Mataji.
looks like Gajavastra if we
Yeah.
put it on the string.
Yeah,
It
yes.
looks like Gajavastra.
Gejavastra.
Yes, correct, Mataji.
But
Very-
actually, this is not the Devaloka Parijata, which he brought is different, Mataji.
Mm.
It grows on a bigger plant. It is not like this.
Okay.
That what he brought is different. This Parijata, we call it and we are offering. It is beautiful, everything. It
Ah.
also has very good smell. But Devaloka Parijata is totally different.
Which
It's
Lord-
fully white, but beautiful flower smell.
Mm.
And that is what from Indra's this thing Lord Krishna brought for Satyabhama.
Correct, much. Yeah, that's true. So these mountain or flowers or whatever it could be, it get glorious only when it comes in association of the Lord, right? Only when it is offered to the Lord or has come in touch of Lord, right? Only then they become glorious. Till then, it's just ordinary, right? Just a matter, right? So that's what it's very important to understand that anything that comes in touch with Lord, whether it is his name or his glory, his pastime, his devotees, right, his paraphernalia, whatever we use in the worship of the Lord, right, the arti plate or the bells or the conch shell, everything is, it's all spiritual. Though it is made up of matter, because it is used in the service of the Lord, they become pure. Okay, right? Even if our family or our house, right, which we love so much, which we take care of it so much, if at all we do worship of the Lord in this house, what happens? This house itself becomes a pilgrimage, right? Right? All of us can be so happy. All the family members will rejoice, be happy like anything. Right? We all transcend the modes of nature, right? The ignorance and passion that we saw, right? So important that
In Kannada, we say Mataji Mane Mantralaya if we do puja and bhajan and japa.
Mane Mantralaya, right, Mataji? Yes. So here we can see the cheapest and the sure ticket to go to Goloka is what?
Chanting.
Chanting.
Chanting of the holy names, right? Because, see, if at all in Kali Yuga we chant as Coca-Cola, 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 do we get purified by calling Coca-Cola 100 times, 1,000 times? Not really. Because it's just a lame name, that's it. It's not the pure name, right? It's not at all the name of the Lord, right? But if at all I chant the name of the Lord, the name as well as the Lord is the same. Nam in the Shikshashtakam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Nam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis, Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranena Kalaha, Etadrashi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi, Durdaiva Midrishami Hajani Nanuragaha. Means what? That Lord has put all potencies in his names. No rules, no hard and fast rules also to take the names of the Lord, right? But still, I don't have this attachment of taking the names of the Lord. I don't have this attachment that let me call out the names of the Lord. And if at all I'm falling down or walking or we sneeze or we cough, we should be able to think of Lord. We should be able to take his name. Right? Instead of calling Amma or Appa or Ayyo, all that, we should say Krishna. That's all. That's the original name of the Lord. Original name, which means all attractive. That is Krishna. Always take the names of the Lord, no matter what. Whoever sees or whoever doesn't see, we don't care. The Lord is saying here, take my names, chant my names. That's the sure shot to go to Goloka. Sure, permanent, definite, guarantee. Is it difficult? Is it very difficult for us to get convinced? There's so many problems in Kali Yuga. And do we have any solution? Apart from this, do we have any other solution? Okay, people might say maybe we are coming from a very big family background. We have got our own sampradaya, our own rituals, our own process. That's all okay. But how much is it going to work in Kali Yuga? That's the question. We need all kind of pure items in order to do some sacrifice, homa and all that. Right? But everything, yajnadipati, whoever takes the the fruits of that yajna will accept only when we have done that ritual properly, perfectly. And nowadays, where are we getting the pure products? Or even if we bring any a knowledgeable, learned person, a Brahmana, is he really a Vedic scholar? Does he know the Shastra? Does he know how to even pronounce the shlokas? What is his authenticity? How is he at home? What is the sadhana? Right? All this, everything matters. If at all we do any process, any karma, any ritual, everything comes into picture. Everything is taken into consideration. And where can we find the perfect? Is there anything perfect? Place, time, circumstance, or products used that we offer, the people whom we bring. So many rules and regulations are there for all that. How can we satisfy all that? In Kali Yuga, it's almost next to impossible. That's why the results are also like that. We can see that. Many people might be very religious. Many, they are doing so many things maybe. But what is the result? They're like that only, right? But people who are directly following the Bhagavata Dharma of chanting the holy names, you can find many people have changed. The proof is there in front of us, right? We have seen when Prabhupada had been to West, what kind of people had he reformed? How? Just by chanting the holy names, giving the association of the pure devotee, that is Prabhupada himself, and prasadam, which all the three are Krishnatarian, right? Prasada is association of name is Krishna himself. Pure devotee is again Krishna. Right? Pure devotee is a representative of Krishna. Right? So all the three are pure. All the three are pure. So that is why people have to change. There's no other way. Automatically that reformation happens. That is what is called Falena Parichayat. Falena Parichayat. Any process we follow, we should see the result of it. What is the result? Change, positive change. Right? Sattva guna. People are coming into the mode of goodness. They're becoming so wide open. And they want to help. Leave all the bad habits. Because today in the Bhagavatam class, we were hearing that all these 4 sinful activities which is told that we should try to avoid as much as possible. Actually, we should not at all do that. Intoxication, illicit sex, or gambling, or, having, non-vegetarian, right? All these 4 sinful activities, what will it do? It will actually increase our material propensity. It will make us do more sins if at all we continue following that. And what happens? A person will be entrapped here. And if at all he has to come out of this 4, leave this 4, he should take up the process of chanting. No matter, even if he's taking non-veg, it's okay. But at least he should start chanting. Because by uttering the names of Lord, one will get reformed easily, automatically. Just like how we had seen Brigari, who was killing all the animals half dead. And by the mercy of his spiritual master Narada Muni, started chanting the names of the Lord. He came in association with the pure devotee. Right? With very humble nature, he took it. We might say that, okay, I am not like Mrugari. I am not such a sinful person. Right, that's true. But we all have some kind of karma, right? Still in our bag. We are not still purified. And proof for that is that we are still here in this prison house. Means what? We're still not purified. And what is the process for purification? Is only chanting. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandambudivardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam sarvatma stapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Only Krishna Sankirtana will, it will mitigate all our problems. It will give, what is it called? Increasing happiness. Anandambudi Vardhanam. Always increasing. Never it will come down. Every day we enjoy Krishna consciousness much more and more day by day. We'll never feel that, okay, today it's boring. Let me decrease. If we decrease, actually, we feel so depressed, actually. Right? If we finish this 18 days Bhagavad Gita course, which is going on now, Every day we are hearing, every day we are listening, right? We are speaking or listening. Once we stop, once the 18 days is over, we feel so depressed because that intensity of the medicine has come down, right? So we'll feel so much of deficit of Krishna's association. So that is why as much as we take Krishna's association, as much we will be live. That this is life actually. Krishna consciousness is life. Chanting is life. How much ever we know, how much ever we read, everything source is chanting. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that's why, he took this avatar, incarnation to introduce the chanting. Even in other yugas, people were doing chanting. But that was not the only thing that they were doing. They were doing other things also. Because that was congenial for them because they used to live for so many years. That's why they could do all that. But now in Kali Yuga, it's so short. As I said, in 100 years of lifespan, half time is gone in sleeping. In half other activities, like in the childhood, we play time, spend time like anything. In the last 20 years, we'll be busy in taking care of our own health. Our either physical health will not be fine or mental health won't be fine. In between, we'll be busy in building house, taking care of family, etc. Where is the time for spiritual realization? Actually, in Kali Yuga, it's very difficult. Right? At least when we have got such a wonderful opportunity, association of devotees, chanting is so wonderful. We have to take out time to do chanting. That's all. And once we do, we can actually ourselves experience it. Right? Because Bhagavad Gita says, Pratyaksha-avagamam dharmyam susukam kartum avyayam. We ourselves can feel whether we are advancing or not, whether, Lord has gone inside or not. And it's very pleasurable. So, Sukham, is it difficult to chant? Is it difficult to eat prasadam? Is it difficult to chant and dance? No, very simple, right? Very happily we can do. When compared to other means, have to go inside the forest, take so much of difficulty. And at the end, the result is also not very pleasurable. Very, very frustrating at the other means. But Lord Krishna knows it, that in Kali Yuga, we cannot take up any other means. Nothing is actually so easy, so simple given for us. Right? So we are all so fortunate actually to be born in Kali Yuga and having taken Krishna conscious path. Not just born in Kali Yuga. Many are there in Kali Yuga. But if they have not come to Krishna consciousness, it means what? It's a failure, right? We don't know when they might come to Krishna consciousness. If you all are very, very merciful, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very merciful, maybe through you all, many people might start chanting. They might come in association of devotees. Right? But this is the way. I mean, we are all so lucky that we can just take up this process and simply start chanting and make our lives perfect. Right? We don't need to have any kind of knowledge. No pre-qualification is required. Nothing. I might have done so many sins. Even we might be having some tendency also, right? Even now, even when we are chanting also. That's okay. That's okay. There's no harm. Lord knows that. Is there in our heart. He knows everything A to Z about us. Right? That is why we have to take up this process. So that it will slowly act on us. The medicine will, just like how we take medicine with faith, right? That it will work when you go to a doctor. Same way. We take this as a medicine. And medicine knows how to work. It will act. Right? Just have to take up the process and just start chanting. If you have not started chanting, please start today. If you're already chanting, kindly, continuously, consistently, keep on improvising, keep on increasing your rounds and enjoy the experience. Okay, so we'll stop here and then we'll do one round of chanting today and then we'll close the class. Okay. Yeah. So I think all of you are having your bead bags. No, there's a bead bag, right? There's a bead bag, and I'll be showing that also in the next day. Tomorrow we'll be continuing with the day 2 workshop. This is not the end of it. Tomorrow we'll be seeing much more details. What is Mahamantra? Why Mahamantra? All that. Just. Yes. So now is the time to chant one round together so that we enjoy the experience what it is. Okay. So 26 members are there. So I request all of you to kindly stay back and just chant one round along with this. Even if you don't have bead bags or beads, that's okay. You can chant with your own fingers. We have got lines on our fingers, right? We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this 14 or 15, we can count in one hand. Like this 15, 6, 9, 15, 7, 105. At 7 hands we can do, and plus 3, 108. Okay. Let's all begin. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
Nityananda
Shri Advaita
Gadadhara
Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura
Bhakta
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram.
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Request
Krishna
all of
Hare
you mute yourselves and please chant together. Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Ram
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
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 Hare,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare Krishna
Rama,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Ram Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
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 Rama
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Ram Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama Hare Hare
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Hare,
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram, Ram
Rama
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Hare, Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Hare, Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram, Ram
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama Rama Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Rama 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 Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Ram Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama Rama Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama 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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama
Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Rama Rama Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Rama
Ram
Rama Hare
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 Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama
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 Rama Hare
Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Rama
Rama
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Rama Hare
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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare Hare Rama
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 Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare
Rama Rama
Hare
Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama Hare
Hare Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Krishna Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna.
And for chanting together. Anybody has got any questions? Can take it up now. Just realize you want to say, you want to speak, you can speak. Chanting already.
Once we get into the habit of chanting Mataji, it will become an addiction. I think I've been telling all this all the time. Then it's easy to be anywhere with happily without any, even in a crowd, you can be happy with your chanting.
Even though we don't have any,
what is mine.
Where we have to wait for some train or somewhere, we have to just chant, right? What is there? No waste.
No, I do it everywhere and I feel very happy, and I don't feel, okay, somebody doesn't talk to me or doesn't, they're all busy with their work. I am happy with my own this, and it gives it, you're at peace. And I think this has to be just like sugar has to be tasted to know it is sweet. It will automatically be known. It is a joy. That's all I can say. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
More
in the evenings when I go for a walk, I used to chant while walking.
Very nice, Mataji. How many rounds do you chant now, Mataji, Divya Mataji?
Yes, ma'am.
How many rounds have you started doing here? Do you chant every day one round?
I don't count.
Okay.
Doing work in the kitchen or during sleep, when I go to bed, even in the midnight when we wake up at 3 o'clock or at 4 a.m. We used to chant. I used to chant the name. I do not count.
Okay, Mataji. You chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Mataji?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Mataji.
And it is true that when we are in the habit of chanting, it will become an addiction.
Yes, it's a positive addiction, right? It's a positive habit.
It happens that we can't stop telling that to those who are around us. It makes us to make others also to do.
Yeah.
It gives such an it gives such an interest that we want everybody to do that.
Yeah, take benefit, right? Something nice we have found out which is helping us so much. Why not to others?
But sometimes when we don't know, I mean, we can't motivate, but by looking at us, they start feeling, okay, these people are doing something. There is something in it. Let us also try.
Yeah.
And actually at home also, when we start, that's how we started with my daughter. We were, when I newly married itself, we were doing all this. And my daughter used to play chanting the names of the Lord when she was about 2.5, 3 years itself. So she used to only be saying the names of God and playing. So my Pandit also, Pujari, he was telling, I have never seen a child playing like this, playing slokas in the name of God. So that way she was. So even now my granddaughter too is wanting always the Japamala.
Nice.
So we start doing, the whole house, everybody will start doing automatically. They will learn. So each house, one person, one of us start, everybody will do, and it will be like a golok.
In a fixed time, family time, we all can, just how we dine together, same way we all chant together, right? That is way, that's the way how we can do. Anybody else wants to share anything?
Mataji, I wonder how you memorize so many slokas.
It's just repetition, Mataji, nothing else.
That is what I've been asking all the time. How did you learn? How long did you take to learn? What is the procedure? How did you follow it?
No procedure, Mataji, just repetition, just like how we keep repeating in our schools, right? We keep hearing, right?
No, but we should have learned it in school itself. This is the saddest part is now to learn like this. But
Yeah.
we should have learned in school. We and 2 ones are 2 went on playing all that instead of that.
It's very good to start at a young age. Very, very receptive, right? They're just like, you can learn anything, in fact. We should encourage young children, memorize, become very sharp also. Intelligently, become very intellectual. So,
Actually, I'm amazed that Mataji, how do you allocate your time to so much of activity, and you're doing your household work, you're taking care of your child, and you're putting in so much input for this work. I'm amazed that how do you manage all those things?
nothing, just
You
that
are doing a very selfless service.
This mercy, Mataji, nothing. Just that, just want to,
No, Mataji is doing Krishna service. That's all. Yes. That's the way she thinks.
He is my spiritual master. That's all. If you all start chanting, that itself is a great service actually. Then how do I manage is nothing, Mataji. Once we start doing Krishna service, we transcend the modes of ignorance and passion. And that will make us actually very fast. Like even if I compare to my before days, the work for which I used to spend 45 minutes, now I can do within 20 minutes. So that is, the speed increases actually. We become very efficient day by day.
Energy level is more.
Energy becomes more. We can manage very quickly. We think fast, multitasking. It's like we have seen some a lady having one hand with computer, one hand with child, one hand in kitchen. You might have seen some photo, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we used to. Is it really practical? We used to think, but in Krishna consciousness, anybody can become like that, Mataji. Anybody can become super woman actually. And it's very, very congenial for all the women actually. Maybe for Prabhuji's also, for gents also, but they have to go out and manage. But for women, actually, their nature is so supportive to Krishna consciousness actually. They can easily take it. It's perfectly for us actually. So that way, if we take up this Krishna consciousness nicely, we become very efficient. I've observed in my own personal life actually. Become very fast. We take control over things. We don't ignore or become inert of something very important. Because petty things, it's okay. We leave it. No, it doesn't need so much of concentration. But things which are very, very important, we manage, we can do easily. Anybody can do for that matter. Anybody. That's why it is so important to do. And once we do, we ourselves can see our progress.
Right.
We feel even the night sleep, where once upon a time we might feel 8 hours is also not sufficient or 9 hours is also not sufficient. But once we start doing Krishna consciousness, we don't feel like sleeping for such a long time. There's no sleep only. So much. The body doesn't require so much. The person who comes to goodness, just 6 hours is enough. We start, our body itself will say, no need. Just get up. That's all. That. Very positive things are there, Madhuri, Krishna consciousness. Very, very positive things.
Mataji, in our congregation, I go to a Nirankari congregation, and they used to say that when we do Lord's work, then Lord will do our work.
Yes. That's true, Mataji. The right point. Yeah. Yes. He'll take care of us, actually. Many things become very convenient.
You are doing Lord's work. So Lord will do your work.
Ye jana paryupasate tesham ityavo yuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham, right? We are always in Krishna consciousness. And what will Krishna be doing? He will also be thinking of his own devotees, right?
True.
So like that, everything becomes very easy, Mataji. That is for true. That is for sure. Even, we come out of, falls, so many things, like we might find some things very, very difficult. But that also becomes very easy at times. So like that, everything will fall in place, Mataji. I don't know how. It's all Krishna's magic, but that happens. It's working for everybody. Even you can ask with any people who are practicing from long time or short time also. There is definitely they are very, very improved. They would have control over their anger, patience, tolerance would have increased. They learn how to speak softly, nicely, right? All that Vaishnava behavior, right? The devotee behavior, all that will manifest because we are always associating with the perfect person. So automatically his qualities will come to us like that. The person is known by his company, right? There's a slogan, right? Like that, right? So when we are associated with the perfect person, Supreme Law, automatically the best things come to us. Separately, we don't have to endeavor for anything. These are all the side effects of Krishna consciousness. So like that, very positive things are there in this, Mataji. Just
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Trikanti Mataji.
How are you, Mataji? After a long time.
Yes, Mataji. Seeing you also after a long time. How are you doing?
Yes. How is Siddhar Prabhuji?
Yes, he's doing okay, Mataji. Thank you very much.
Nandan
is Trikanti Mataji.
How are you?
How are you, Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Trikanti.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. How are you all?
I'm fine.
Very sorry I could not actually join, but every time I think of joining only, but some situations are like that I could not join. But very much happy to see Pooja Mataji, Nandan Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for joining, Mataji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Okay. Anybody has
But whatever today you are saying now, Mataji, means japa, means continuous japa has miracles, means we can't express with words. We can feel that in our means daily life. There are many changes after this chanting. We can understand after chanting only the changes within us. And the others also, means we need not to tell that please chant. They themselves only understand that satsangatve nisangatvam nitsangatve nirmohatvam nirmohatve nirmalatatvam, like that. Means with the sangha, everything changes within us only. It comes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Sure.
Thank you, Mataji. How is your mother-in-law?
She's doing good, Mataji. Krishna's mercy, she's fine.
Okay, good. Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna to all.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Mataji, Pranam.
Pranam, Prabhuji. Hare Prabhu.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mataji.